Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And in this video, I'll be talking about my decisions on whether I should continue to be a Muslim or change my faith to be a Christian. And I'll be talking about my experience and how I've been brought up being a Muslim and how I've started to see a different faith. Today is going to be a little bit different, and I haven't done one of these videos face to face for a very long time. And the last time I did this video was back when I was living with my parents and in my own bedroom, and now I'm back in my actual own bedroom, and it's kind of weird doing this video. And today's going to be a little bit different topic. I'm going to talk about my experience as a Muslim growing up. And I'm here not to talk any negativity about the religion. I'm here to talk about my own experience being brought up in a Muslim community, in a Muslim family. And this is to talk about my in-depth experience and how I felt the religion has taught me and how my own initial experiences. So, what I can remember as a kid is when I first entered mosque, I was around 6, maybe younger, when I first went to mosque. And I can remember it was a classroom full of all different age groups. Some were 6, some were 12, some were a little bit older, a little bit younger, all different age groups. And I can remember the first thing I felt was like, this is all new to me. And where am I? What is this place? It was all new to me. It didn't feel welcoming, like welcome to mosque and all that introduction, all that stuff. It just felt new to me. I was scared, as a child would be, which is completely natural. You will be scared. So I sat down and I didn't know anyone there. I sat down and straight away the mosque teacher came. He was tall, he had a beard, quite scary to be honest, really scary. Um, he sat down, handed everyone a book, like boom, 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 boom. I was like, whoa, okay, what's going on? And then I like, okay, I was like, okay, this is all new to me. What's going on? And then just like for the new students that had a pack of books and stuff like that. And for the old students, they already had their own books. They brought it in a backpack and stuff like that. So it was all new to me. Like, come on, what's going on? I'm scared. And okay, so that was an experience. So the teacher just started off by saying, okay, now we're going to talk about a new subject today. And they were talking about the first thing I got taught in mosque is believe it or not, is not to hang around with white people and Jews. Or in terminology, Christians and Jews. And that's the first thing I've heard. And I was like, what? What? What's going on? I go to a school with mixed cultures and people, full of white people, full of different cultures and stuff like that. And you're telling me this? Okay, this is not what I want to hear on my first day. this is not what I want to hear. This is not what I want to hear. What is going on? Whew. So that was my first day experience. Don't hang around with white people and Jews. They didn't even say Christians. They elaborated later on they meant Christians, but the full answer don't hang around with white people and Jews. The only people you should hang around with your fellow brothers and sisters, as in you should only hang around with Muslims. They will give you better knowledge and you will be, you know, have a better circle of friendship and better knowledge, and it's the best way to be. When we had all the group discussion and that's what they're talking about, I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? Like, first day. The weird thing is, like, they said it like hang around with more Muslim people, make more Muslim friends, you get better influenced by them, you learn more from them. Like, don't hang around with other people who are not in your same culture or same background. I'm like, okay, like I get what you're saying, but you know, I've got friends who are white. I've got friends who are Hindus. I've got friends who are, not in the same boat as us. What are you trying to say? So I learned that the first day, and after that, obviously, I started learning the Arabic alphabets, and I learned something else besides that because that was the first teaching of the day. First thing they teach us, and then we go into learning the Arabic alphabets and the learning the surahs, the duas, and learning how to pray namaz. That happened. So we got some knowledge of what we're supposed to learn in the mosque. And the thing is, the next day I went to school, and then obviously I've hang around with my friend. Um, I've got my friends who are white. I've got, they told us also not to hang around with girls, by the way. Um, I've got friends who are girls. I hang around with them. I've got group discussion with them. I sit next to them and I hang around with them. And someone who's like really young at that age, I'm like, oh God, they told me not to hang around with them. They told me not to be with them, not to make friends with them. You know, I'm so confused. Like, is this a bad thing? Am I not meant to be with them? Am I not allowed to hang around with them? Why are you guys so confusing me? So I was so isolated. Like, oh, for God's sakes, like, what am I supposed to do? Group discussions, meeting, making partners with the teachers, make partners with them. So I was really isolated from them when I used the teachers to group us with females, group us with people who are white. I used to be like, not try to make partners with them, try to avoid talking to them, and I used to get in trouble a lot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was my primary school thing. I used to hang around with started making group with more Pakistanis and people who are my culture and my background. Now, there's always very like segregated primary school. The the Muslims hang around with each other, the white people used to hang around with each other. I wasn't like that. I was more multicultural. I used to hang out with everyone, the girls, the whites, the Muslims. I used to hang out with everyone. And since then, I used to be segregated I used to hang with a group of Muslims and the white people used to hang around with each other. I'm like, okay, this is what you did to me. This is how you made me feel. You told me to do this, and I did it because this is how you made me feel. You told me to do this. You told me it's bad. I have to do this. So I did. You're a mosque teacher. You told me this is the way to be a proper Muslim and to follow the way you taught me. And this is what I'm going to do. So this is how my primary school went. Hang around with this group, segregated kind of group. So time went past, time went by. I've learned Arabic. I read the whole Quran. But during reading and being in mass, I got beat up quite a lot for making mistakes. You make one mistake, when they used to beat you up, they used to beat the living out of you. Small mistake you made that will slap you that hard you would hear ringings in your ears even after you went to bed. You would hear ringing in your ears when you made a mistake. They will tell you to read, make one mistake that will slap you in front of everyone, that will punish you, they would make you do stand there in shame in front of everyone. They make you do this ear holding thing underneath your legs and hold your ears and be shameful next to everyone. Whack you, slap you, chuck stuff at you, pens, rulers, wherever the math teachers got, they would chuck you in front of everyone. It was really shameful. So that's how I was taught. Through beatings, through abuse, through being shamed, and yeah. So that's how I've been taught the words in the Quran and the words more forceful way of learning. And yeah, that is my experience, how I remember it. I've learned the Quran, I learned Arabic, but I was never taught the meaning behind. I know how to read Arabic. Most people will agree with me on this. Okay, the new generation probably knows how to read Arabic and understand it. But in my generation, growing up, we read Arabic, we can read it, but we don't understand the actual words we are reading. And I know how stupid that sounds. You're reading something that you don't understand what you're reading. I could read Arabic, give me an Arabic phrase, I can read it. But you tell me, what does that say? I'll be like, you know what, I have no idea. There are a few words here and there I can understand, but I read the whole Quran about 7 times, but I actually don't know what I'm reading. I have no idea what I'm reading. And at the end, when you read the Quran, oh, mashallah, mashallah, you read the Quran. But hold on, I read the Quran, but I don't understand a word I just read. And it's true, I don't understand a word I just read. Everything that's written in the Quran always said by mouth. When someone told me, like he said, she said, that's what's written in the Quran. That's how I got taught. What he said, what she said. Most of it has been interpreted by he said, she said. So I don't even know if they're lying to me or they're interpreting their own words. So I don't know who's lying, who's not. So yeah, that's my readings. I actually don't know what I've read. So yeah, again, I'm not saying anything negativity. I'm talking about my own experience and how I've come into it as well. There's many other people who will agree with the same thing. Maybe the older generation, they read the Quran, but they actually don't know Arabic. They can read it word to word, but they actually don't know what that word means. Many people don't know actually what the word means. Now, praying namaz. Okay, many people, the message say, if you don't pray 5 times a day, you will not go to heaven. Full stop. End of conversation. Many people say there are you could just exceptions, do this, do that, as exceptions. If you miss it, pray at Maghrib time. You missed it, pray at Isha time, however you pronounce it. There's many ways of pronouncing it. Zuhur time, pray that time if you missed it, stuff like that. Now, I started praying 5 times a day when I got to my teen years, and then getting up at 4 o'clock and trying to go to sleep and waking up and going to school. Getting up at 7 o'clock, getting ready, going to school, and doing that on a daily basis. It did make me tired and exhausting, stuff like that. But I did it because the maths teacher told me to do it, and then my parents told me to do it. So to me, being brought up Muslim was more, in my experience, more fearful of people. I think, in my experience, it's more what people told me to do rather than what God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, told me to do. It wasn't God fearing. it was people fearing, being beat up to do this, pray, 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 slap, slap, slap. Why haven't you prayed? Why haven't you prayed? Slap, slap, slap. More people fearing to do something, traumatic experience to do something. Why haven't you read the Quran? Slap. Go pray, slap. It's like forceful experience to do something. Um, so yeah. So coming back to people pleasing, what I mean by people pleasing is always about people, their shame, the people pleasing. Oh, guess what? I read namaz today. Oh, mashallah, mashallah, you're going to heaven. You're going to heaven. Oh, you did that. You're going to hell. It's always about what people said, what people heard. You kept your Ramadan today. No. Ah. It's that kind of feeling. It's what people makes feel. It's never God feeling. It's never the connection you have between you and God. It's what people make you feel. It's the society, the Islamic society that makes you feel. It's them. It's not God fearing, it's society fearing. You kept your Ramadan. Yes, I kept it. Oh, mashallah, mashallah. It's that. You want that approval from people that makes you feel good. It's not because you do it for God. It's not because you do it to make yourself feel good. It's to make other people feel good. When you used to go to namaz and people saw you, you're like, oh, well done. That's my son. Well done. That kind of feeling. You want that approval from feeling. When you, oh, it's that feeling. You just want people's approval. When people are fighting for something, for Muslims' right, and you want everyone to join them, like, oh yeah, let's fight. You want people's approval. You want that gathering around to make you feel special. It's that kind of feeling. You want approval. You want to be part of something, but you're not God fearing. And that was my experience. It was more people fearing rather than God fearing experience for me. That's my personal experience. It was never God fearing, it was people fearing and people pleasing for me. So I lost my faith. That's when I gave up my faith and I left and I turned to drugs, alcohol, and everything like that. And then eventually I found Sean, and most people know the story already. So where am I now? So right now, I I was lost for a while. Am I happy? Yes. Do I still follow some things? Yes, I've been brought up to follow some rules. I don't drink. I don't eat pork. I don't gamble. Stuff like that. I still believe in God. But I've lost my faith. So a few years back, I started to believe in my faith again. I thought that I need a reason to pray again. I need a safe place. I need a reason to attend somewhere where I could be connected with people again. I need that connection of feeling of joy and happiness and devotion again. So I started to search for different religions, and at the end I found a religion that I'm just starting out. I haven't made any, it's not like concrete yet, but I'm just starting out. So I'm just seeing how it's like at the moment. So I've attended a Sunday service to in a church, and I'm just seeing what it's like. I'm doing my research, finding the difference between Anglican and Catholics. Um, I went to a church center. They're giving me some information. They said no one's forcing you to go Christian, do all your research. If no one's rushing you to do this, you have to be 100% sure that you want to carry on with this path. Do all your research. If you here's a few leaflets, read upon it. Here's a Sunday service. Attend the Sunday service. See what you like. If you don't like it, you can go change. And you're like, oh, okay, thanks. So I attended the Sunday service. I've seen it. It was an amazing experience, and like nothing's, I'm doing my research. I've read the Quran. I'm gonna read the Bible. I'm gonna, search for other faiths and then see what it's like. And to be honest, like since I've started like started to read the Bible and understand it, and then I've how do I say it? Listened to God's words in the Bible, and I have I have changed as a person, I would say. I've started to see things differently, I would say. I'm more at peace, I would say. I've started to like forgive other people who have hurt me in the past. Um Before I eat, I'll start to like pray before I eat. Um I understand that everything happens for a reason in life. Like, stuff like that just comes to my mind. I'm less angry for what happened in the past. Like small things like that, I've noticed a few differences in my life, and like I don't know if it's the reading the Bible or going to Sunday service or the Christianity thing in me, but I've noticed a few differences since I attended. I went to Belfast Cathedral. I had a prayer done on me, and I felt a little bit different since I had the prayer done on me. And since I've been searching for Jesus, I have felt a little different. I felt a lot freer. I feel a lot happier. I feel a lot safer. I feel more connected towards God, rather than building up good deeds to impress God in like to enter heaven. I feel like I don't need to impress God. I just need to be who I am, be my best, because God will see me for who I am and knows who I am, and knows that I'm not a good person. I will never do any harm to anyone, and knows truly what's in my heart, that I'm not a bad person. And since I've been reading the Bible, I felt a true connection. I don't have to pray like 5 times a day just to talk to God. I could literally just shut my eyes and have a connection to God. God is everywhere, which makes sense in a way. God is everywhere. Why can't you just close your eyes and have a deep connection with God and just talk to Him about your pain, your suffering, and anything? Like, why can't you just talk to God? Which makes sense if you think about it. So this is still new to me. So this is still new to me. It's not written in stone. It's not written in stone. I'm not a Christian yet until I get baptized. I haven't made the decision yet. I'm still like 50-50, still thinking whether I should continue with being a Muslim or change my faith to being a Christian. So I'm still at that road, the pathway decision. So I'm just gonna have faith and see which one, which way. I just need guidance and support at the moment. It's a good thing the Church of England allows, female priests and gay priests and supports LGBT, because love and faith is something really important to everyone. That's one good thing, but I just need support and guidance at the moment. Muslim or Christian.